Ranger Bill, warrior of the woodland, struggling against extreme odds, traveling dangerous trails, fighting the many enemies of nature. This is the job of the guardian of the forest, Ranger Bill. Pouring rain, freezing cold, blistering heat, snow, floods, bears, rattlesnakes, mountain lions. Yes, all this in exchange for the satisfaction and pride of a job well done.
Howdy, folks. It appears as how you might be a little misdirected, huh?
It must show on our faces. Would you be kind enough to tell us how we can find the Bent Creek Church?
We've been sent out to reopen the church. My husband is the new pastor.
Well, what's the matter, mister?
Reverend, I wouldn't tell my worst enemy the way to Bent Creek Church. So I allow as how I wouldn't tell nice young folks like you.
What do you mean?
Can't say exactly, miss. I don't want no guilty conscience.
The church at Bent Creek. Jeff and Jean Raymond wanted to find the church at Bent Creek. Bent Creek is just a wide place in the road. There's a general store which pumps gas, handles mail, sells licorice sticks, men's socks, bulk butter, and 100 other things. I forgot to mention. The general store is now abandoned, and so is the proprietor's house. And then there's the church and the parsonage. They're abandoned, too. The only place that isn't abandoned is the graveyard alongside the church. This is Bent Creek, and this is the story, The Church at Bent Creek.
What's your name, sir?
Just call me Hiram, Reverend.
Hiram, why won't you tell us where the Bent Creek Church is?
Does a man have to always give cause why he won't do something?
Well, no. It's just that I'd like to know, and I thought you'd tell us.
Well, I ain't gonna tell you. And that's all I have to say. I don't want that bothersome guilt on my conscience. Good day to you.
What do you suppose this is all about, Jeff?
I wish I knew, Jeannie. There wasn't a word said to us about anything unusual about this closed church.
Oh, it's getting late. We've got to find somewhere to stay for the night.
Well, back at the last junction, a road marker said Knotty Pine was 50 miles. The map shows it as a pretty good-sized town. Let's drive there and spend the night. Maybe we can find out something about Bent Creek.
I hope so. The way that man acted, you'd think the place had the smell of death about it. This is a nice hotel and a nice town. Jeff, come back to Earth.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Sorry, dear.
I know you have a lot on your mind, but eat your breakfast while it's hot.
Sure. I guess I'd better.
What were you thinking about?
I noticed a ranger car pass by a short time ago. You know, they should be able to tell us about Bent Creek.
I hope they can, because I'm getting more curious by the hour.
So am I. And I'm also getting more determined that it's the Lord's will for us to open that church, no matter what the problem is that surrounds it in mystery.
Maybe there isn't any mystery at all. Just one elderly man's eccentric notion.
And we'll soon find out. Right after breakfast, we'll check out. And then find the office of the Chief Ranger. What a wonderful surprise this is, finding you fellas are Christians.
It is a pleasant surprise, especially after the weird experience we had yesterday.
What kind of experience was that, ma'am?
Oh, please call me Jean, Stumpy. Well, we stopped at Scudder's Corners and asked an elderly gentleman by the name of Hiram if he'd direct us to the church at Bent Creek. He refused.
And not only did he refuse to direct us, but he also refused to tell us why. He said something that he didn't want a guilty conscience. He wouldn't tell his worst enemy where to find it, much less folks like us.
It all sounds so ridiculous. Weird, but ridiculous.
So you two young folks are going to open the church at Bent Creek, eh?
Well, those are our plans, yes.
You're sure about that, eh?
Well, of course we are. Well, that is, unless we've misunderstood what the Lord wants us to do. What's wrong with that church out there? Why does everyone ask so strangely when its name is mentioned?
Please, tell us the truth.
Well, the truth is, Jane, that the church at Bent Creek is haunted.
Oh, come on now, Bill. You can't really be serious.
I am serious. Very serious.
But, well, you're an educated man and a Christian besides. How can you be superstitious?
How can you gentlemen sit there and with a straight face tell us the church is haunted?
And there are many strange things go on out there, and most happen at night or early morning.
Jeff, what are we going to do?
I don't know, dear. I really don't know. Perhaps you should stay here while I go out and find out what this is all about.
I tell you what we can do. Let's all go out there and have a look. You can leave your car and trailer right here, and nobody will touch a thing. We'll use a Ranger car.
I like that. Can you spare the time?
We'll catch up when we get back. We don't want you to be catched by any of them haunting varmints out there.
Stumpy, Bill, Grey Wolf, do you honestly believe the church is haunted? Honestly now?
Perhaps the word haunted carries a bad connotation. The local folks say it's haunted. I'd say that there are many strange, unearthly, and unexplainable noises out there.
Yeah, but have you actually heard these noises yourself?
Not for a long time, Jane. That's why I like to renew and refresh myself on just what does go on at the church at Bent Creek.
Look at the beautiful scenery, Gene.
We can look at it later, Jeff. I'm worried. Really worried.
About what?
About what?
Oh, relax, Jeannie. We'll worry about the church when we get there. Look at those trees and the mountains in the background.
Bill.
Yes?
Well, I've always been taught that believing in ghosts was foolishness.
So have I, Gene.
But what if there are such things as ghosts? How do you live with them?
Just feed them good, and they won't bother you none.
Feed them? They don't eat human food, do they?
Nope. You'll have to find some place where they sell ghost toasties and evaporated milk.
Stumpy Jenkins. You're an old rascal. You fellas have been teasing me all along, haven't you? Come on now, fess up.
We give you a tenderfoot welcome. Not too much, just a little initiation.
Didn't you catch on to that almost from the start?
You mean you're in on this too? My own husband.
Well, what's a fella going to do? I could see the twinkle in the old-timer's eyes, so I thought I'd let him have his fun.
Whoa, up there, Sonny. Parson. This whole thing ain't no joke.
Now, wait a minute, Stumpy Jenkins.
Now, Bill, speak truth when you say word haunted may be a little strong. But there are strange sounds and noises, all right. Plenty strange and plenty noise.
Now you fellas are making me begin to worry.
No use to worry, Jeff. The thing to do is to find out what make noises.
Oh, I think you're giving us the business.
No, we're not. You notice when we get there that the whole hamlet is deserted. There isn't a living soul around. It's literally become a ghost town.
Jeff, do you think we should stay here? By ourselves, I mean? I'm beginning to get the creeps.
Oh, take it easy, Jeannie. I'll admit it's scary, but what if the Lord wants us here? He'll protect us.
You're right, of course. I should be ashamed of myself. Only
you wouldn't like to be left alone here now, would you?
Oh, no, I wouldn't. How did you know that?
A man would be jumpy, so I can imagine how a woman would feel. Well, you won't be left alone, I promise you that. even when Jeff has to go about his work.
Oh, thank you. You're also very kind.
That's a big load off me, too. I wouldn't want to leave her alone, but, well, she couldn't go with me all the time.
Don't worry about that, Jeff. We'll make arrangements till this thing gets straightened out.
Oh, you sure weren't joking when you said this place is deserted. Boy, is it ever. Just the total absence of people makes it uncanny.
It sure does. And that marble orchard, the graveyard being close by, don't add to the comfort none either.
Can we go inside the house?
Sure we can. Why not?
Oh, I'm so thankful we drove to Knotty Pine rather than try to find a church by ourselves. Can you imagine what we would have done if we came here not knowing the problem?
I know what you mean, Jeannie. I wonder how long we'd have stayed the first night.
Ain't nothing here but a lot of nothing. How about this closet?
What's in this one?
Oh, nothing here but a couple of ghost bed bugs and a spook roach.
Oh, what would we do without you, Stumpy? You can find something to poke fun at regardless of how serious the situation is.
Believe me, Gene, the old-timer's a genuine humorist. And he's saved the day many a time by a well-placed wisecrack or joke that's relaxed the tension. Well, are you satisfied that everything's okay in the house?
Yes, very satisfied.
Let's have a look inside the church.
Gotta bring my oil can next time. Them haunting varmints just don't keep things up like they should. Them ghosts must be awful lightfoot. The dust in this place ain't been disturbed in a coon's age.
Oh, that's right. Nobody come inside church plenty a long time.
With the Lord's help, I plan to change that.
You will, Jeff. Just be patient. The building appears to be structurally sound. Just needs cleaning up.
What do you think, Jeannie? Ready to go back to Knotty Pine and bring the car and trailer out and move in?
Just the two of us? Tonight?
Don't do that, Jeannie. You'll have me jumpy, too. Well, what's your answer?
Yes, I'm willing if you are.
We'll all move in tonight. The fellas and I'll sleep in here in our sleeping bags. You can move into your new home.
Oh, that'd be wonderful, Bill. We'd sure appreciate it very, very much.
Okay, consider it done.
Who knows what's going to happen during our first night here at the haunted church?
Well, howdy, Reverend.
Hello, Hiram.
Howdy, Mrs.
Afternoon, Hiram. We'd like to get some groceries and also register for postal service.
Why, sure, Mrs. You just come inside the store and it'll be my privilege to wait on you. That it will.
Well, what's the matter, Hiram? You've got such a strange look on your face.
Well, what for is Bill Jefferson stopping here? It ain't the right day for the regular patrol.
Well, they're with us. They're our guests.
Well, is that so? I guess you give up the idea of Bent Creek Church, huh?
Oh, no, not at all, Hiram. Well, that's where we're going from here. We're moving in.
Better talk to Bill about this.
Hello, Hiram. How's business?
Oh, could be better. Could be worse. But that ain't what I came to Joe about. You got a passel of trouble coming if you let those nice young people live at the haunted church.
Hiram, I know there's something mysterious there, but I truly believe that it isn't harmful. Just scary.
I don't give a barn owl hoot what you believe, young fella. That's what I know to be the truth. That there church ain't no house of the Lord. It's a house of demons. Evil critters.
Hold up there, Hiram. Let your blood pressure set a spell. All three of us is staying the night. One of us will be there a week or more if need be to clear this thing up. Wouldn't you like to have the church open again? A nice young couple as the parson and wife?
Of course I would. It's too far for Ma and me to get to any other church, and we miss it. But that's a haunted place. I know. I heard the most awfulest sounds coming out of there in the night. Why, that'd scare any man or beast plumb out of his wits.
You've heard them, Hiram?
Well, I hope to tell you I did, missus. I used to live right across the road until Ma and me couldn't take it no more. I had the store there.
Oh, Jeff, what are we going to do?
Just what we're doing. I'm getting awfully curious about those noises.
Here comes young Thor Thorson. You ask him. He's heard them, too.
Now, we'll talk to him before we leave. How about the groceries we need?
Oh, sure. Come in and sit a spell.
Well, howdy, Parson and Missus. I reckon Ma and Pa'd be glad to have you pay respects. If you stay that long, I reckon.
Well, Thor, I understand you've heard the noises.
Well, I reckon I did, Parson. I reckon that's why I can't talk or walk so fast no more.
What do you mean, Thor?
Well, one night I was driving past with my old tin Lizzie, and some of the awfulest crazy noises come from the haunted church and house. And then I seen it happen. I reckon I wasn't dreaming either.
What did you see happen, Thor? Please tell us.
Well, the lights in the house went on. Well, they plumb lit up. That's what they did.
What's so unusual about that? Whoever was living there probably got up to see what the ruckus was all about.
Oh, no, they didn't, Parson. I know they didn't.
Well, how can you be so sure, young fellow?
Well, 'cause there weren't nobody living there, Parson. Nobody at all.
Take it easy, Gene.
Great Scott, Bill. Now I'm beginning to think the place is really haunted. What happened to you, Thor?
Well, I got so scared I plumb jumped out of the tin Lizzie and ran home. She just wouldn't go fast enough. I ain't caught my breath yet.
Yeah, the boy's telling the truth. We seen the lights, too, and packed up that very night and moved out. And ain't never been back since. Well, here's your groceries, Reverend.
Thanks. How much do I owe you?
Jeff, do you think we ought to go there at all? The Board of Missions can't expect the impossible from us.
We're going, Jeannie. If it's too rough, well, Bill can take you back here to stay with Hiram and his wife.
Oh,
I'm going to see this thing through.
Ah, you're talking like a red-blooded preacher, sonny.
How much do I owe you for the groceries, Hiram?
Well, they come to $7.25. But I ain't taking your money. Well, $3.
What do you mean you're not taking my money? Just because I'm a preacher doesn't mean I can't pay my way.
That ain't the point.
Well, I don't understand.
I ain't taking no blood money like Judas did.
Blood money? But, well, you're not betraying me.
You look at it how you want. I look at it differently. Why, by even giving you these groceries, I'm encouraging you to go to that haunted church. Now get before I change my mind and take them back. And keep your blood money.
Why?
Don't get angry, dear. He means well. He's only trying to do what he feels is right.
Well, you know, Missus, you appears to be a good thinker.
Now, you listen to me, Hiram. It may take a week, a month, a year to open that church and have people worship in it, but it's going to open. And when it does open permanently, I'll be back to pay this grocery bill. There's one thing you two Christian gentlemen fail to remember.
Well, how's that, Parson?
When God's on our side, nobody can be against us. Nobody, understand? Come on, folks, let's get to the Bent Creek Church and open the doors and windows wide so the fresh air can chase out the stink of superstitious nonsense that permeates the house of the Lord. Are you fellas sure you'll be comfortable sleeping on the floor?
You got any better ideas? Seeing as how there ain't no bed?
Stumpy, you're right.
No, I guess I haven't.
Sleeping outside would be softer, but we're here to protect you. So we'd better do some protecting. Anyhow, this is a soft wood floor.
Oh, Stumpy. Well, we sleep fine. You do same thing.
Good night, Jeff. Say good night to Jean for us.
Okay.
Good night. Leave the door open, Jeff. At least halfway.
Okay. She wants to make sure the lock doesn't jam so you can't get in here when the hunting begins. What's the bewitching hour, anyhow?
1 minute past midnight. Good night.
Good night, fellas.
The bed's ready.
Oh, good. I can use it. I'm sure glad I packed the old mattress in the trailer. I'd hate to have to sleep right on the floor. At least we can't fall out of bed, huh, Jeannie?
Oh, Jeff, stop clowning.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, Jeff.
Say, how come you aren't putting your hair up like you do every night?
Well, you don't think I want a ghost to catch me looking like that, do you? Well, what's so funny? I'm serious.
Oh, boy.
Hey, you two. Is everything all right?
Yeah, it's fine. Jeannie isn't going to put her hair up because she doesn't want the ghost to see her that way. She's afraid that the ghost she might scare the ghost off.
Well, good night again.
Oh, good night. Oh, Jeannie, you're precious.
And scared, too. Very scared.
What was that? What's going on? Sounded like Jean. Let's get in there.
The lights! The lights are on!
Jeannie, honey, control yourself, please.
Great Scott. Every light in the house is burning. You said it, sonny. And so are the lights in the church.
We better move quick and find out what go on.
Right. Grey Wolf, grab your revolver and come with me. Stumpy, stay here with Jean and Jeff.
Listen, the noises. There are the noises. Jeff, the place is haunted. Hiram's right.
Stumpy, get both of them into the car and take them to Hiram's. Come on, Grey Wolf. Let's get outside and find out what's going on here.
It stopped now.
Yeah, it sure has. We'd better stay together, though, so we don't shoot each other accidentally. I find myself just a little unnerved.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's hard to fight something that can't be seen.
Take it easy, Jeannie. We're leaving here right now. Stumpy's with us, and he's got his gun. Nobody's going to hurt us.
Stumpy.
Yep, see anything?
No. Maybe a good idea you take Jeff's car. Leave radio car here.
Yeah, sure will.
Get in, Jeannie.
Yeah, poor Jeannie. She tried to be brave and strong.
Yeah, you're right. There's plenty hard on Jeff, too. What we do now, Bill?
I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. The bell, Grey Wolf.
Huh?
Here we go again.
Oh, we search grounds, maybe find something.
Not yet. Let's just sit tight and listen. But keep your revolver handy.
I have to hang on to something. Hang on a gun.
Grey Wolf, what in the world can that be? I can't recognize that as any sound I've ever heard before.
It stopped again. Lights go out. What you make of this?
I don't. You know something, Grey Wolf?
Yes. Maybe you begin to believe in ghosts now.
Not yet. But I'm sure heading in that direction. this haunted church?
Oh, more ghosting. Ring church bells some. And noises come from bell tower.
Lights go on, too.
Yeah, that's right.
How's Jean? Not so good, sonny. She got herself quite a scare. Hiram and his missus are going to take Jean and Jeff to Knotty Pine so the doc can give her a sedative. They already called the doc. I'm sorry about that. But she'll be all right in the doctor's care. Hey, look! The light's going on!
There are 3 of us now. We stand better chance to catch whoever this is if we move fast.
Great Scott, they're giving us the full treatment tonight. There goes the organ.
Yeah.
Grey Wolf, get a couple of lights in the car.
Right, on the double.
But the lights are on, sonny. They won't be after we charge the church and catch whoever's playing the organ.
Here are headlights, Bill.
All right, let's go. We'll sneak across to the door, and whoever it is won't hear us. Come on. Quiet now.
Yeah.
Let's go in.
Right.
Okay, we got you now. Oh, I've seen everything. Organ that plays itself, church bell that rings itself, lights that light themselves.
Strange.
Not to mention the other noises that come from this haunted church.
I put gun in holster. What good bullets do here?
You said it, sonny. Bill, is this place really haunted? No, old-timer, I don't believe it is. But it's something close to it. There's some awfully powerful and invisible force at work here. But just what it is, I can't say right now. Well, I can say one thing for sure. My nerves are sure skittering about something fierce. So are mine. So are Grey Wolf's. Well, at least we know that Hiram and Thor were telling the truth when they said this place was full of strange noises and queer happenings. But we might as well get used to it because we're staying right here until we solve this thing. Jeff and Jean will return, mark my words, and when they return, it'll be to do the job the Lord sent them here to do. Next week, boys and girls, I'll conclude the story of the church at Bent Creek. You know, this was without a doubt the most baffling and mysterious experience we ever had. So, see you next week when I'll return with more adventure with
Ranger Bill!